All right, so let's get into the offensive coordinator position here. Just quick, one question. I want your percent on this, okay? I want you to give me a percentage. Matt Patricia returns as offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots in 2023.
20%.
Thank God. If you said anything above 40, I would have lost my mind. All right, so let's look at let's look at the people that are out there. Okay, there's a lot of names, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run down a few names, and then you take it where you want to take it. You can tell us which one you think is most likely, least likely, whatever. So Bill O'Brien, you just mentioned, out of his Alabama contract, he's available. Cliff Kingsbury fired by the Arizona Cardinals yesterday on Black Monday. He obviously has a history with Belichick, the Patriots, yada, yada. His name's been brought up. Adam Gase is somebody who Belichick has had conversations with in the past. He is available. He is out there. That could be a possibility. Chad O'Shea has experience with the Patriots offensive system. He was the offensive coordinator down in Miami for a year. The players bitched and said that the system was too technical and difficult, so he was let go. He's been coaching Cleveland, I think the wide receivers or tight ends in Cleveland for the last couple of years. Chad O'Shea is available. And finally, a name you just brought up is Nick Cattles, tight ends coach. He was somebody we talked about last offseason about maybe being promoted. Out of those 5 guys, Greg, just kind of give us the landscape as to how you feel each one could work or where you think Belichick might be looking first.
Well, my preference, and I'm sure Bill's preference, is sort of to stay in the family. I think O'Brien's the leader in the clubhouse. I would hope it would happen. I think that this most recent Bills game, if, some people are tantalized by these other systems and whatnot, specifically Kingsbury. If you look at this Bills game, they ran more of the traditional Patriots under center play action offense in the first half, and that was the best the offense has looked all year. It fits what Mac Jones does. It's why they drafted him. I think just
for a second, because I just want to highlight this, that Greg and others, this podcast, we've been saying all year long that it would be better to run the system that Mac is better in, under center, more play action, and they do it on Sunday, final game of the year. And Mac looks the way he looked, and the offense looks the way that it looked compared to the rest of the season. So I just want to point that out. Curious decision to then go back to that offense in the final game of the year, and then you saw some of the results. Go ahead, Greg.
I completely agree with you. I mean, I think that's the best thing for Mac Jones and the Patriots offense as a whole is Bill O'Brien, and I think he's the leader in the clubhouse. Chad O'Shea, I don't know. I like Chad. I don't know. I don't think things ended well with him here. I think he was another one of these guys who got sort of sick of what was going on here and let his contract run out. And, he ended up going with Flores. I think that, Cliff Kingsbury is a hot name out there. My thoughts on it are, if you bring him in, you're talking about a third completely different system in 3 years with Mac Jones. It's not ideal to me. It's all in shotgun. It's air raid. It's not a pro system. It's a college system. I don't like it. I think you need specific players, specifically a mobile quarterback to run that, like Kyler Murray. And I don't think it fits what the Patriots do. I think the best thing for everybody involved would be Bill O'Brien comes to the Patriots and Kingsbury goes to Alabama to be Saban's offensive coordinator, sort of resuscitate himself, sort of like Sarkisian did and Daboll did and O'Brien did. If Kingsbury, he's got another 5 years left on his contract. He might not just coach for a whole year and then sort of wait for a college head coaching job next year. Who else did you mention? Was there anybody else you mentioned?
The promotion of Nick Cattles.
Yeah, Bill would have to do what he wouldn't do a year ago, which is step up and give him the offensive coordinator title. I don't know if he's ready for that. I know he's smart. I know a lot of people think highly of him in the building. Is he ready to coordinate an offense? I don't know, but I'm hoping for everyone involved that it's Bill O'Brien, because that's the best way forward for everybody, in my opinion.
Last name that was on the list, and I think he's polarizing for people. Adam Gase.
Oh, I like Gase, and he as an offensive coordinator, he's really good. He really is. I mean, before Tannehill got hurt that 1 year in Miami, he had Tannehill playing way better than anybody thought he could. And, I think he has some history in the Patriots system. He would know how to make it work for Mac. He's very good with quarterbacks. He's very good at melding systems. He did that with Peyton Manning coming to the Broncos. He would be sort of my second favorite guy after O'Brien, because I think, and I know Bill thinks about him a lot. He thinks highly of him as an offensive mind, and he had to deal with him. And Gase knows how to game plan and call plays. He really does. Now, is he a head coach? No, but a lot of people aren't.